Hi, I'm Peri, Lyons, New York City celebrity psychic. We're trying a new look today in honor of the new year. There's going to be a new year in a couple of days, in case nobody's told you. Thanks for being here. And as always, we just get the best people calling in. So I'm very grateful for your presence. And today, first of all, I hope you had a great holiday, whatever it is you celebrate, as long as it doesn't involve human sacrifice. And I'm going to teach you what are called words of power. And it's not exactly witchcraft, but it's not exactly not. What words of power do are they set a very strong intention, and they're very useful. So I'm going to ask you to do something a little unusual. Not that unusual. It's still legal in most states. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it after me, using, for instance, your name instead of my name. And what we're going to work for 2019 is to have your desires take form in the real world. And I think that's what we all want. We all have fantasies, and we all have dreams. But what we really want is to integrate those fantasies and dreams into our daily lives, preferably involving Ryan Gosling. But sometimes he's married. So what I'm going to do is, starting in a second, with your permission, I'm going to say a few words of power, and it starts like this. Ready? So just follow along at home. And so it goes like this. So I'm going to say a sentence, and you repeat it after me. So it goes, there is one power. Then you say, there is one power. And that power is perfect happiness and fulfillment in the real world. You say, that power is perfect happiness and fulfillment in the real world. And then say your name. So I, Peri Lyons, now you say your name, am a perfect manifestation of that power. I hereby draw into my life, go ahead, you hereby draw into your life, perfect happiness and fulfillment in the form of the perfect relationship, job, and life circumstances. So now you say, in the form of the perfect relationship, job, and life circumstances for me, get it, for me, here and now, according to the free will of all, for the highest good of all, and so it must be. Now, if you want to refresh yourself in this, you can go to YouTube tomorrow and just look up Peri Lyons Psychic, and this video will be up. And if you want to start this by just lighting a candle and sort of gazing into it for 3 to 5 minutes before you say the words of power, you can also get a little more specific. You can say, there is one power, and that power is perfect romantic fulfillment. And I, Peri Lyons, or your name, am the perfect manifestation of that power. I hereby draw into my life perfect romantic fulfillment, specifically in the form of the perfect love relationship for me at this time, for my highest good. So you get the gist. So you're asking for, you're claiming that you are part of the universe, God, the greater good. And you're claiming your birthright as a happy, loving, fulfilled person. And then you're asking for that to take form in the new year. Now, 2019 is going to be a year filled with, for a change, good surprises. Makes a nice change. Jupiter has moved into Sagittarius. And Jupiter is a planet of benevolence, of money, of happiness, of letting it's a planet that wants us to be happy and wants us to be abundant. And Sagittarius is the sign it likes being in best, because Sagittarius is also very expansive. So if you take a minute and you want to go to something like astro.com and just see where Sagittarius is in your chart and see what house it's in, you can really just check out what house Sagittarius is in, and you can see what Jupiter is lighting up for you. For instance, so I just want to say that I hope, well, I actually know that 2019 for all of us, but especially if you happened to have been moved to somehow find me here, then that is a special sign that 2019 is going to be one of the best years you have ever experienced. A year filled with expansion, with joy, with prosperity, with love, and with empowerment. So that's my wish from me and the universe to you. So our first caller is from my favorite place, Ontario. Hi, how are you? Thanks for calling in. Hello, darling. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on.
How are you doing?
I was on an automated voice machine.
I don't think I'm an automated voice machine. Life would be easier. But so tell me your first name. I can't help it. I come from a long line of actors. I come from an acting family, so we all sound like this. It's not my fault. Hi.
Merry
It's nice to hear you.
By the way.
Oh, thanks. So what day is your birthday, my love?
I'm August 10th, 1991.
Oh, we love Leos. Except they tend to be prettier than it, but we still love you. Okay, let me grab my cards here. Oh, how funny. This is really interesting. A bunch of cards, sometimes when I'm doing a reading for somebody, cards will present themselves like by accident. I call them jumpers. And for some reason, these cards, the exact amount of cards I needed for a reading for you, had fallen out and were right here. So, and they're very good cards. Hello. Nice. Okay. Did you have a specific question, or would you like me to do an overview?
You can do whatever you feel is necessary.
Well, in that case, I'm going to get the half-naked male models into feed me peeled grapes. Oh, wait, sorry. That's a different show. I'd like to give you an overview before we get specific. You have a specific question, but I want to give you a context. So the most important thing for you in 2019 is to give yourself permission to be a success, because you already are. But I found that a lot of really good people, like all four of them, but you're one of them. A lot of really good people are very hard on themselves. Bad people aren't hard on themselves, but good people are terribly hard on themselves. And you're very accomplished. You've done a lot in your life, and you have an assignment. Your assignment is to get a little notebook, and between now and next week, I'd like you to write down everything you've accomplished that you're proud of. It's not being conceited. It's being a role model. So the first card I'm getting for you is the success card. And that says that it wants you to reframe, to sort of tweak your feeling about who you are and what you're capable of. Because A, I've got shoes older than you, and B, you have a year coming up that I just want you to say yes to opportunities. And even if they don't seem possible, dream a little bigger than you think possible. The second card, you've been thinking of leaving a situation. Is this true? Is there a situation that you've been a little like about, that you've been wondering if you
I was in a bad relationship and I left it 2 months ago, but the person is still trying to contact me.
Oh. Well, I don't blame him, because I can tell you're very attractive physically, but you're also a lovely person. But he was all about control, and you've outgrown that. You have somebody, he was all about control. I'm going to say he was verbally abusive. As women, we often try to sort of make the person who's criticizing us right. But every criticism that he leveled at you was actually about him. So just know that, okay? You're fine.
Yeah,
you're swell.
It turned physical at the end, and that's when I put my foot down and I left. So.
Oh, sweetie, I've been there. Block him in all social media, and what this card says is, though there are some ways in which he may look good on paper, or you may feel like, oh, I need that source of income, or you so don't need him. You're so much better than that, and there's somebody really good coming your way. Now, right now, this card, Oceana, is asking you to get in touch with your truth in this situation. Your truth in this situation is that he kept telling you how lucky you were, but you just weren't happy. And I'm asking you to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself and stand up for yourself. And
I did hear that he's trying to contact me tonight, and I'm standing up for myself.
Tried to contact him what?
He's trying to contact me tonight, and I've been standing up for myself, which is good.
I'm very, very proud of you. And after the show is over, tell me can you spell your first name for me?
Misty.
Cool. Pretty. All right. I'm putting you on my Archangel Michael prayer list, okay?
Thank you.
You'll be very protected, because you have very deep feelings and very deep emotions. And people who aren't very scrupulous can kind of use that against you. You're easily guilt-tripped, but you know what? You do have, because of your mom, you have a very strong sense of self-esteem under there. You had a good childhood in a lot of ways. Stuff has been not easy since then. Now, is there any kind of spiritual practice or yoga or exercise, anything you can do that will, or just a 20-minute walk that you can do like a few times a week?
I think that helps me.
It really does. Well, you're kind of an earth angel. You have a lot of angelic energy, but you're very physical. So it's very good for you to do stuff that puts you back in your body, because it reminds you how precious you are. Now, you have 2 kids?
Yeah.
Oh, they're great. I love them. Did one of them just have a birthday?
Both of them were born in July. They're 3 years apart, but they're 2 days apart.
Oh, maybe that's the birthday. My guides were holding up a little sign that said birthdays are important, but I read it wrong. So, that's so cool. They're lovely. So you have the Angel of Families card here. So you're very protected. And getting out of this relationship was the best thing you could do for your kids. Because it's not immediate, because you're working on yourself in some way. You're taking a step up in your career. I'm not sure if you're in a program or school of some kind. You're doing something for self-improvement?
I'm going to be going to school in February for a personal support worker.
What was it? I heard February. I didn't hear what you said after that. What was that?
Oh, I'm going to go to school in February for a personal support worker.
I think that would be so perfect for you because you have a lot of healing energy and you have a lot of supportive healing angels around you. I'll tell you something else. You are really resourceful. I mean, I know you seem like a very sweet, I think people underestimate you because if you want to get something done, it gets done. So
yeah,
you will attract the right money. You'll attract, if you need a scholarship, you're just going to attract what you need. I know this sounds like a cliche, but really have faith in yourself because the world needs you. You have a really specific set of gifts and a way of looking at the world with love. And it's very important. And so now what's really awesome is the next card is the Angel of Abundance. This is starting around January 15th to about January 21st. And I'm not sure if this is coming from somebody who is just going to help you out because you deserve it, because you're gallant and you don't complain and you're just a really nice person. I wish you lived closer. I'd take you for a beer. But there's some abundance coming towards you. And this course you're taking as well is going to triple the income that you think you're going to make. Triple, 3 times, triple. So, and you're good with money. The next thing that's coming, oh my gosh, you're getting such good cards. The Strength card, I know it's hard to go back to school and to study stuff and work when you have kids, but people do it. And if anybody can do it, you can do it. The Strength card says, absolutely, you can do it. And you're very perceptive. So trust your gut. And the last card I'm getting for you is just make sure you're as you take care of everybody else, that you're taking care of yourself too. Okay? Because it's like the oxygen mask in the plane. They say, put the oxygen mask over your own face before you put it over the face of your kids so you can take care of them. So remember to take time for yourself, to breathe and, think about how many people love you. You have a lot of people who love you. You have done so much good stuff without asking for anything in return. I'm telling you, girl, 2019 is your year, okay? If you want to go back to YouTube and see the kind of words of power that I taught earlier, they're good. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. My website's there. But mostly, I wish you God and the angels' blessings. And you got happy, healthy children. And you're a great mom. So keep strong. This guy has no place in your life. And you have somebody really good coming in about 6.5 months.